Welcome to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Because, I don't know, these are gonna start getting real long, I feel. I'm surprised the last court case was only like 42 minutes. What was Edgeworth talking about? I don't know, to be continued. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? How'd you get in here, Larry? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think he can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, relax. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha ha ha. It's like 12 ha's. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I get it. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. What I do know is I'm an attorney. I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Huh. Enough of the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then, Maya. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Ooh, we're telling the story. They saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me, I'll never forget it. I have a story about after this story. That's what I became, not about me personally. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. At the very end of 3rd grade, I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? The class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Pardon. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. That's short for pretty exciting class. So I thought I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Give the money back. You're such a meanie, no one play with him. Just admit you did it, you can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth, we're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no more borrowing my eraser. I can't read that fast. Did you rob the bank? Yeah. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Objection! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. Why don't you all just shut up? Shut up. This is always how it is, everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. But he said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. We find the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. That's how it happened. Now, what I was talking about before that was... I forget when it was a YouTube video I watched. I forget who the YouTuber was. But from what I understand, that story that Phoenix just went through, I guess that happened to the creator of Phoenix Wright. Like, that actually happened to him in 3rd grade. The only difference was there's no Miles Edgeworth to come in and save him. He actually got in trouble for stealing this money. So I just thought that was interesting that this happened to the creator, and he's like, I'm putting this in my lawyer game. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. You know, only with a happier ending than I was framed. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. I mean, I think you struck gold there. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6ident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? That's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he would have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one is on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Ah, Nick. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it may very well be. First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. What is he, anyways? I'd settle for who. Guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Hey, Larry. I'm an attorney. So we have all this stuff. Okay, so let's just go... Let's just start at the top. You look as grim as always. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? $38 of lunch money? What were you eating? I'd be hard-pressed to spend $38 on lunch now. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, probably only really mattered to me anyway. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defensive attorney. Ridiculous! Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do, right? You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Like me, Edgeworth? Oh. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. That explains a lot. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, especially this case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. So I'm going to show you this picture that's traumatizing to you. Yeah, maybe. Okay, fine. What is it? Nothing. Huh? It's that case that changed my life. Tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow? Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Do you know this parrot? How about this gun? Nah, I probably can't even show him anything else. Let's move on. Let's go to Grossberg's law offices first. He's out. Again. When does he work, anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. There doesn't seem to be anything new here. I'm not gonna go over with a fine-toothed comb this time. Let's go to the criminal affairs depth first. Gumshoe's probably. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, Gourd Lake. Back at her. There he is. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. How's that even happen? I'm sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to protect you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Ah! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Aha! Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. That's a good joke, Maya. Ever think about doing stand-up? I probably don't need to look at any of this stuff either. Move! Let's move to the public beach. Huh? Steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed, too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. That old caretaker got away. Yup. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg? Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Let's go in the shack. Poor Polly must want a cracker. Nobody's home. Hello. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Yeah, the police know about her anyway. Sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Well, let's go back to Grossberg's house, then. Off to Grossberg's house. Good thing everything's all connected like this. I mean, it makes sense. But it's annoying. All these button clicks. I don't think I had to go to the detention center, but... What, Grossberg's not here? What do you mean? I thought he said to come... What? Excuse me? Well, I clearly didn't look at everything, then. What did I miss, then? It's not like I got any new evidence. Do I actually have to look at everything? You're right, there's a few policemen in there. Must be looking for the caretaker, good luck. Okay. Oh yeah, there was that safe. Maybe we're supposed to break into the safe, because we know the passcode. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Is it the letter W? There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Yeah, I almost glossed right over it. Okay, now I can probably leave. One area at a time. I guess at least going through the areas like this, you're forced to walk through the areas, so if you miss one spot, it's a little harder that way. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. What do you think we should do now, Maya? You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Well, any good ideas? It's all tied to the DL6 incident. We better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go. I'm an attorney. Stop showing me stuff and let's get cracking. What if I show you this? You don't want to see that either? Okay. Okay, Grossberg. What if I do this? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy, anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident? Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi Bear? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent, not incident. The DL incident. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Was there an earthquake? Is that why you're traumatized by earthquakes? Quake was incredibly strong. Oh, did it happen while you were in the elevator, the earthquake? Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Yeah, you don't want to struggle. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. He claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Yeah, memory of a murder. I don't know why I said it like that. I think the time has come to tell all. Well, don't that just beat all? For the last 15 years, I had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Shout, you use up the oxygen, yes, we read this. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. Why wouldn't you shoot the window out? You would at least get air. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that's rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But it's just a dream, right? Right? That thought's the only thing that's got me sane for the last 15 years, but what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. You mean... it was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. If only we knew a portly old lawyer guy that reminisces about days gone by that smells like fresh lemon. If only we knew a person like that. Well, we'll see if Grossberg knows anyone that knows about DL6. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He sobbed. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, the pistol fired, and the deed was done. I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's dad? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Phoenix Wright? Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. It's no surprise. Von Karma's an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it... Seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Do I... objection? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defensive attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting is this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? I'm going to assume it's Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma, why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. Used to see it all the time in court reports. What? But that means... the one who told Yogi to kill was... correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this even mean then, Grossberg? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Tell me why. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea, or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. She's a spirit medium, what do you want? In any case, that's the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. Can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Police files might hold something of interest. Grossberg. Thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, Let's go... Why can't I go to the police office from... like, from Grossberg's office? Like, can I go to Grossberg's office from here? There's hardly anyone here, just the people who are always here. Minus Gumshoe. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well now, I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma. Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. I mean, I guess I can't go to... Anyways. Von Karma, you scoundrel. What are you doing here? Dusty as always. We were only just here yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. Just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek. That's a very straight-on picture of Von Karma that I wasn't expecting. You. How do you know my name? What? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon? You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why'd you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you'll lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? You're gonna tase me? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No. Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! Ah! What, did Maya get tased? Maya! Out of my way. Wah! I guess Phoenix also got tased. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maybe that'll help with your spirit medium training. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7. Oh, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Oh, good work, Maya. Taken from Edgeworth's heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. For to be continued. Guess that adds up. Well, I mean, we're rocketing towards the finale of this case. I don't know if the next episode's going to be like the full case, or if I'm gonna have to split it down the middle. I remember it being like really long, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's the same length as the other ones. I'll get an hour or so deep into it and see how I feel about it. Right now, we're gonna save the progress up to this point. And we will see the climactic finale of Case 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So I want to thank you for joining for this episode. Definitely don't miss the next episode. It should be up in probably 2 days from now. So don't forget the lard, and I'll see you then.